Hi there, I'm Rose Jacobs and you're watching 𝐊𝐿𝐼𝐼 TV live from Sydney. This is the Stocks in Action show. In today's show, we'll take a look at the latest updates from Australia's diversified contract services provider NRW Holdings, software and services provider Hansen and media company HT&E. We'll also cover Washington H. Soul Pattinson, an investment company and skincare product maker BWX. Lastly, we will take a quick glance at developments across the ASX 200, so stay tuned for all of that. Firstly, shares of Australia's diversified contract services provider NRW Holdings were down on Monday after the company announced that its wholly owned subsidiary Golding Contractors Proprietary Limited has signed a 5-year contract extension with Southern Cross Fertilisers. This contract suggests Golding's mining contract at Phosphate Hill will extend until 6th of September 2026. The expected contract extension value is anticipated to be between Australian $110 million and AU $120 million over the term. NWH shared that Golding's current mining fleet will continue to operate in the mine and gypsum operations, and the capital will be spent on the replacement of select light and medium vehicles. Golding employs approximately 80 people at the mine that operates on a fly-in fly-out arrangement from Townsville in northern Queensland. Moving on to the next news that covers Hansen Technologies, a leading global provider of software and services. Hansen Technologies shares were trading down on Monday as the company shared that private equity from BGH Capital has withdrawn its conditional and non-binding proposal to acquire all of the outstanding shares in Hansen. BGH proposed to acquire Hansen for a price of Australian $6.50 cash per Hansen share. Accordingly, discussions with BGH Capital in relation to the proposal have now stopped, and the process and exclusivity deed between BGH Capital and Hansen has been terminated. Hansen shared that the cooperation agreements entered into between BGH Capital and Andrew Hansen and separately Othona, as trustee for the Hansen Property Trust, have been terminated. It should be noted, however, that BGH had conducted extensive inquiries about Hansen and the current operations and strategy, and has shared that it continues to see Hansen as a highly effective organisation. Next news covers HT&E, an Australian media company. Shares of HT&E were trading down on Monday after the company announced that it has signed an agreement for the potential sale of its shares in Lux Group. The company shared that Octus Asset Management has agreed with various shareholders in Luxury Escapes to purchase their shares and invest primary capital in Luxury Escapes to help with future growth. The agreement is conditional on various matters, including AVC raising minimum funding of AU $60 million. There are 75 days for the funding to be raised. If the transaction with AVC proceeds, HT&E could receive proceeds of up to Australian $23.2 million, though under the terms of the agreement, only a portion of HT&E's shares may be sold, with a corresponding reduction in the proceeds received. And now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned as I'll be back with more trending updates for the
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With 𝐊𝐿𝐼 TV.
Welcome back. I'm Rose Jacobs, your host, live from Calkine's studio, and you are watching the Stocks in Action show. Next news covers Washington H sold Pattinson, an investment company. Shares of Washington H sold Pattinson were trading down on Monday as the company shared its financial update for the financial year 2021. The company has said that it expects the group's consolidated financial year 2021 regular NPAT is likely to be in the range of Australian $316 million to AU $336 million, as against AU $170 million in financial year 2020. Washington H sold Pattinson expects the group's consolidated financial year 2021 regular net profit after tax to be in the range of AU $316 million to AU $336 million. EBITDA to be around AU $372 million for financial year 2021. And last news to be discussed in this session covers BWX. Shares of skincare products maker BWX are trading down on Monday after it revealed the total consideration amount paid for acquiring Flora and Fauna. The final amount paid by BWX was a multiple of 1.7 times of the total financial year 2021 revenue of Flora and Fauna. The ASX listed hair and skincare company BWX has revealed in an announcement on Monday that the company has paid the total consideration for its acquisition of The Good Collective, trading as Flora and Fauna. Flora and Fauna is an online retail platform operating in Australia, dealing exclusively with vegan, ethical and sustainable products. As per an announcement on the 17th of May 2021, BWX says that it has agreed to acquire Flora and Fauna for a price between AU $27.9 million to $30.8 million. BWX is an Australia-based company dealing with branded personal care products that could be used on hair and skin. The company's headquarter is located at Dandenong, South Australia. Before wrapping up, let's quickly glimpse through the developments across equity and commodity markets, starting first with ASX 200 performance. The S&P ASX 200 is lower today, dropping 0.96%. Fortescue Metals Group is down 8.87%. Pro Medicus was down 7.97%. All 11 sectors are lower, along with the S&P ASX 200 index. Energy is the worst performing sector in the morning. All right then, that is it for now, but stay tuned with Calkine TV for more live market updates, and we'll be back with more news on markets, the economy and diverse themes and sector.